But companies want people who are flexible, who are not cookie cutter type. It's not like, oh, this is what you came for and that's the end of it. No, you have to demonstrate that, yes, I'm doing this. I will do it to the best of my ability. In this episode, we'll be talking about the top 10 skills employers typically look out for during a job interview. Fascinating stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe. And once you do, anytime I produce such content like this, you will be you'll be the first to get notified. And that will be great. Awesome. So let's get on to what those skills are. The very first skill that employers look out for when they are sitting face to face with you to interview is communication skills. It's so crucial. Without communication skills, everything becomes meaningless. Your skill set becomes meaningless. You're going to find ways and means by which you communicate. You're going to demonstrate both verbal and written communication skills. The written communication skills would be represented by your CV or resume. That's why you have to be very, very careful. Go over it thoroughly to make sure that there are no spelling mistakes, no typographical errors. That will negate every qualification that you've listed on that CV. So communication skills. And when I say communication skills, this is what I mean. I mean, you being able to consistently tell a story, right? For me, interview skills or the whole job application process is for me, I summarize it as a storytelling exercise. So your CV writing is going to basically tee up the story that you're going to be telling. So that's why this is just by the side, but I probably may be relevant to you if you're looking for a job. Is you write CVs that gives you the ability to tell powerful stories, engaging stories, immersive stories, right? So you write CVs that highlight things that happened in your past, in other organizations, the companies that you work for. Frame your achievements frame your CV in terms of achievements. Because if you do that, then you'll have the opportunity to tell that beautiful story as to how it led you let's say, it helped increase revenue by 100%. Tell that beautiful story that how you engage with one client who was about to leave. The client was actually pissed off and was about to cancel their contract, and you were sent to go to meet the client. And when you sat and the things that you did, and finally the client rescinded their decision, and actually they went on to actually buy more products and more services, and by the time you were leaving, your revenue of the company has increased from 5% to whatever, 100%, whatever it is, right? I'm just taking your mind there to learn to tell stories. Great communicators are great storytellers. So you're going to have to be able to communicate very well. And how you communicate, particularly if you are outside the domain of where you grew up from. If you're outside, if you are in Africa and you are having an interview, let's say you've moved to UK, you moved to Canada, you moved to anywhere, and you are working there, or you want to work there. When I say communicate, tell powerful stories, but because you have a little bit to maybe a greater degree of an accent, this is the trick. You speak a little bit more slowly than you would normally speak. A little bit more slowly, a little bit more louder. That's the formula. Doesn't matter. All that they need is you'll be able to communicate. They didn't say that we want people who can speak British accent or American accent. Even with the American accent, which one of them? Is it the Southern accent or the Northeast, the West Coast, or the Midwestern. Which accent is that, right? It's not about accent. It's about communication, right? That's why I love Arianna Huffington, the lady who founded Huffington Post. She has a very strong Eastern European accent, but she's been very successful. Why? Because she's a great communicator and a great storyteller. So the interview room, you're going to demonstrate your ability to communicate. Speak a little bit louder, speak a little bit slower. Be very clear, succinct, focus on the achievements and what led to those achievements. You will be fine. The next one is you're going to demonstrate that you can work with people. So you're going to demonstrate teamwork and interpersonal collaboration. Nobody's an island. Nobody will hire you in this day and age to be an island working in the back office something and churning some numbers. Definitely at some point you have to work with human beings. You have to work with your co-workers, suppliers, customers, and sometimes even stakeholders like investors. Sometimes you may have to have a client a facing or communication with stakeholders, depending on the role. So your ability to demonstrate that you are a team player. So you're going to have to highlight tasks that you did successfully with other people. That tells the potential hiring manager that you are a team player. They are looking out for that. The third thing is you're going to demonstrate that you are confident in your abilities. Yes, going for an interview can be nerve-wracking, can be unsettling and that kind of thing. But in my experience, I noticed that the time that the interview is a little bit very nerve-wracking is actually the time before the interview starts. Once the interview starts, knock every timidity out of the window and just go sell yourself. So be confident in your abilities. They want you. That's why they called you in, right? They think you are good. That's why they called you in. They didn't think you are trash or you're rubbish. You are good. That's why they called you. They shortlisted you. Therefore, make a good account of yourself. All right. Then the next one, before the next one, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. And anytime I put out content like this, you're going to get notified. And actually click the notification button so that you get notified very quickly as well. All right. The fourth point is you're going to demonstrate that you have great work ethic, right? Great work ethic with excellence. Work ethic with excellence. You are not that kind. You're going to demonstrate to them that sometimes when the need arises, you don't mind staying a bit longer, or you don't mind even working through your lunch break. That is your demonstrating work ethic. You have to find ways and means by which your story will have components of all these. It will have several different components that addresses these skills. So maybe there was a deadline for a project that was crucial and somebody was sick in the team. And that deadline was the next morning and all of you had to huddle together. And you worked throughout the night and you actually left the office, 10 p.m. right? Just so you would get the thing done. It demonstrates that you have a great work ethic. Right? Then the next piece is you're going to demonstrate that you have passion, you have drive, right? You have initiative, passion, drive, initiative. It's not like, oh wow, you have to demonstrate that the organization that you want to work for, at least if you are not passionate about the organization, you show passion about the product or services that they offer and you communicate that, right? You show passion. I remember when I worked for a company in UK called PZ Cussons. It's very, very old company with a large presence in Africa and many other countries. And I remember at my interview, they have a product that they sell. So I was walking down the hallway and I remember I saw those products. I had some childhood memories. So at the interview, we were just chatting about the product. I said, wow, this product is very, very, I'm excited about this product. Why? Because my mom used to use this product all the time, especially when we were young. So I remember there was a time that I sprained my ankle and my mom took an ointment that they manufactured and then put that ointment on my ankle. Squeeze, apply it for a couple of days until it went. So that was the angle, that was the hook to demonstrate to them that, wow, I am excited about their product and about their services. I'm not saying go and lie, but if that opportunity presents themselves, demonstrate that you are passionate about what they have to sell, or about their company, about their services, about what they do. The next skill set that they look for is flexibility. Flexibility is you've been hired as a customer service agent or customer service rep, and you start work, and then all of a sudden something happens and you need to probably chip in to help the folks from operations or finance. It may just be a temporary thing, but companies want people who are flexible, who are not cookie cutter type. It's not like, oh, this is what you came for and that's the end of it. No, you have to demonstrate that, yes, I'm doing this, I will do it to the best of my ability. But if the need arises and I need to help anybody, or I need to help in another division, I will do that, because the organization's growth is what I seek. So that's flexibility. The next skill set that you're going to demonstrate is networking skills. And when I mean networking skills, it means two things. Either networking internally with other teams, divisions, departments, superiors, subordinates, or external networking, and networking with suppliers, with clients, with other stakeholders, government agencies, regulatory bodies. Networking. You never know the key to your next move. So you always have to find a way by which you spread your tentacles. You are networked. So you network internally, and you have to prove this, that you will network internally, so that they know you're not the guy, or you're a lady who works in only silos. You're just siloed by yourself, that kind of thing. They will need it. Maybe if you have networked, and this company, let's say you work in the pharmaceutical industry, that there's a lot of regulations in that space, and you have demonstrated that you have built relationships over a period of time with government agencies, with the Food and Drug Administration people. You have the necessary contacts. They know that, wow, if we have trouble and we need somebody who can reach out to the food and drugs people, there's this person who can easily do it, right? So you are demonstrating your ability to network. Then, key, very important thing these days, the next one, the eighth point, is your ability to demonstrate analytical problem solving skills. Probably this skill set should have been right after communication skills. That's the order of importance. Problem solving skills, analytical skills, especially in this cutting edge technology age, is priceless. Your ability to demonstrate that when there are problems, you will be a part of the solution. You're always thinking ahead. You have initiative. You have the wherewithal to break complex problems into smaller chunks that get solved easily. That is problem solving skills. Your attitude is not, oh, me demonstrate. I have a course in employability skills, right? And one of the things that I taught about that, about the employability skills, was right this area that sometimes in my experience as an employer, right, I've had people work for me that they come in there and then they come in, and what they do most of the time is they point out problems. Oh, sir, I've seen this problem here, I've seen that here, and they also show you all the reasons why. You give them a task, it's like they show you all the reasons why that task cannot be done. The thing is, you are being employed to solve problems. That's your number one objective. So you get on with it. It's not you showing and harvesting problems, right? You're harvesting and showing, rather. No, you're harvesting and showing the problems, digging and showing the problems. No, the boss knows that the problems are there already. It's not for you to just shove them out and say, hey, boss, problems. The boss is counting on you to identify and solve the problems. Or at least he identifies the problems and you solve it. But the best combination is you identify and you come up with solutions. So problem solving skills, analytical skills, super. The ninth skill set you need to develop is personal management skills. Personal management. You are a person. You are a brand. They need to know that this brand is growing. This brand is learning. This brand is improving. This brand is excelling. So you have to demonstrate that. So, for instance, are you learning? Are you a continuous learning person? Demonstrate that you've been taking courses. You did this and that in your own spare time to improve upon yourself. Personal grooming, also part of it. That you don't go into an interview, with body odor and those kind of things. So you are constantly evolving, constantly bettering yourself. You are self-motivated. Prove to them that. Finally, if you've done all these top 9 and this last bit is not there, you're not going to get the job. And this one has to do with, are you fit for the values of the company? So it's personnel, company values fit. Are you fit for the culture of that organization? Let me give you an example. So you and I know that careers, those who work in investment banking, they spend a great deal of time at work. They spend a disproportionate amount of time at work. Especially those who are aspiring to work on Wall Street as investment analysts and brokers and all those kind of things. Sometimes in a day, 24 hours in a day, typically, they probably work 14, 16 hours a day. Right? So if your value system is such that you're a very family-centric person, that role, although it may be paying well, may not be very fit for you, because for you, your core value system is family. For the organization, the core value is long hours. So people get promoted based on the length of time they spend there. Some people even work weekends and even sleep at work. Frankly speaking, that will not work for everybody. Right? So if the culture of that organization is you have to grind it and show everybody that you are grinding and working all these gazillion long hours, and that doesn't sit well with you, look, don't go for that. And the company too will be looking for people like that. They will be looking, okay, this person, would they fit into our culture? Right? They fit into our culture. So sometimes the culture is overly teamwork, collaboration. Every time they are working in teams, you demonstrate that, I'm shy, I don't like getting into people's business, You don't fit that business. It's like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. So your fit for the company's values is going to be the last skill that you need to demonstrate. And I think if once you're able to demonstrate all these things, I don't see the reason why you will not get the nod. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. If this has been great for you, subscribe to the channel again. I've said it a third time, so do that. And then you hit the notification button, the notification, and then you get notification anytime new content is sent out to you. All right, have a great day, and see you again. Bye.